Go?
Yep.
Okay, so I'm going to teach you the rationalizing the denominators. So I'm going to do, the first example I'm going to do is 1 square root of 2. And as you can see, the square root of 2, it's not able to be broken down at all. So we're going to multiply it by itself. So you're going to do, multiply it by the square root of 2 on both sides. 1 times square root of 2 would be square root of 2. And 2 times square root of 2 times square root of 2. Square roots cancel out, so you're left with 2. So your answer would be square root of 2 over 2. Now that's a simple example. Let's move on to an example like it, but with bigger numbers. So you are left with, so your new example would be 7 over square root of 15. So with this, you can kind of see, it's a big number, so you want to see if you can break it down. The factors of 15 would be 3 and 5. Because none of them pair out, you can't, oh my god, what's the word? You can't rationalize it, you can't take it out. So what you're going to do, you're going to multiply it by itself. So you're going to multiply it by the square root of 15. So 7 times the square root of 15 would be 7 radical 15. 15 times 15, square roots would cancel out, so you're left with 15. And that would be your new answer. Now here would be a harder example. So let's start with this. The new example would be 4 over square root of 7 plus 3. Now with this, you're going to want to multiply by the conjugate. The conjugate means you're just going to switch the sign. So you're going to multiply both the numerator and the denominator by the conjugate, which would be square root of 7 minus 3. You're going to do it on both. So 4 times the square root of 7 would just be 4 radical 7. Now be careful here because you can sometimes get mixed up. And then 4 times negative 3 would be negative 12. And that would be over the 7, the square roots cancel out, so you would have the 7. 3 times the negative 3 would be a negative 9. You're always going to have that minus on there because of the trick. And then, so you're going to, so 7 minus 9 would actually be negative 2. So your new equation would be 4 square root of 7 minus 12. Now as you can see, you could simplify this even more. So 4 divided by negative 2 would be negative 2 square root of 7. And negative 12 divided by negative 12, negative divided by negative is a positive, so you're going to have a positive 6. So your answer would be negative 2 square root of 7 plus 6. Okay, let's do another example like that. So here's a new example. You still see me?
Yeah, but the battery's running low though.
I know. Okay, so your new example would be 3 over square root of 5 minus 2. So like I said before, you're going to multiply by the conjugate. So you're going to multiply by square root of 5 plus 2, square root of 5 plus 2. So 3 times radical 5 would be 3 radical 5. 3 times 2 would be plus 6. To the bottom, the square roots cancel out, so you'd be left with 5. Negative 2 times a positive 2 would be plus, that would be minus 4. So 5 minus 4 would be 1. And then you're left with 3 radical 5 plus 6. And you see you can't simplify anything else because itself over 1 anything, it would be just the same thing. So your final answer is 3 square root of 5 plus 6. And that is how you rationalize the denominator. Thank you.